Always a nice speck, buddy.
Nice speck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty. Oh, there's a beauty.
No. Bring him this way, bring him this way. There you go, man. Wow.
There's a speck.
Darren, that is epic, man. Life is good! Good morning. Well, yesterday we had a good day on the lake, Lake Nipigon, one of the greatest lakes in the world, in my opinion. Pretty good day. Everybody caught a couple of lake trout, and I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, 2 lake trouts. Morning, Kevin. 2 lake trout per person, and 4 or 5 hours of fishing. That's pretty good odds, I think. But anyway, we were gonna go walleye fishing last night, but. Like I said, once we got back to camp here, we got pretty comfortable, which is sometimes the case. So today we're going to reset. It's pouring out, but it looks like we're going to get a couple breaks in the weather. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go up to a place called Split Rock. Any brook trout anglers out there will know that name. It's a world famous, literally world famous place where people catch world famous and, well, essentially some of the biggest brook trout in the world have come out of there. As a matter of fact, along that stretch of water, the world's biggest brook trout came out of there. I think it was back in 1913 or something. I can't remember. 15? Yeah. 1915, my friend Darren says. So, anyway, won't keep you as much longer. We're gonna, next time you'll see us, hopefully we're gonna be out on Split Rock and reeling in a brook trout, and we'll see how she goes. Hang in there. We're talking about 20 minutes. Find the time to watch it. We'll see you soon. Couple squatters. Any chalk on them tires? 21 days yet? Well, today's adventure just might be a little bit serious, contradictory to the channel name, but that's okay. If we get in some really good brookies, it's going to be worth it.
There's the last dam right there. That's the last dam on Nipigon. Fine towards the dam up there.
Okay.
That's as far as you go on the river.
That's it, eh?
That's it. Then you're up into Lake Nipigon, right above that dam.
Oh, you are?
Lake.
Oh, wow. So that's the dam there.
The end of it here.
I don't know if you guys are picking that up in the wind, but Darren says that's the last dam on the Nipigon River. So essentially, that's as far as you can go on the Nipigon River. Beyond that dam is Lake Nipigon. So we're heading up the Nipigon River, Split Rock. Darren's having a great time. His chiseled handsome face is perfectly beating the water off of his high feature.
I'm water repellent.
Yeah. His nose is a perfect trough for water.
Not waterproof, water resistant.
Yeah, it's 25 meters.
I think I'll take my balls.
Split Rock. The rock is therefore split. Beautiful water, man. Holy. Landscape is epic here, brother.
By the glacier.
Them glaciers just cut her.
Let's work this here on the shore here. See these little breaks here?
Yeah. Okay. So today I'm just going to use just a medium fast action St. Croix. Darren's recommended 3/4 ounce little Cleo blue and silver, which I had in my box, and I asked him to pick and his thumb went immediately there. So we'll see. This is basically one of my walleye rods. It's essentially just a spinning rod. I got 30-pound braid on there, and followed by an 8-pound lead. So we'll see if it's going to be able to perform as well for brook trout as it does for walleye, and we'll see how she goes. I'm going to go make my first cast any second here, and Darren's going to control the boat from back here, and we're going to see how she goes. All right, we're going to try and concentrate on these. Sorry, I had to wipe the lens there for everybody. Might have to be continuing to do that a few times, but you know what? It's raw, man. NTS Adventures is unscripted, raw as can be. You don't like it? Go watch a scripted show. There's lots of them. There we go. I'm going to see if I can throw into the backside here. Do a pretty quick retrieve and see what happens. You got
see how the water breaks and comes back into these back eddies?
Yeah.
So cast up into them and let it tumble back, and then when you get
so you're talking where like it breaks right here and it starts to
like that?
Yeah, it starts to spin back this way.
They just lay right on the corners and that, and they're just waiting for something to come by.
You can almost see just in the water there. I don't know if the camera's picking up where that it comes back on itself, right? The way it kind of breaks there.
That's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like any other trout in a river where it tumbles down, they're always looking up river for food coming down.
I'm going to drop it down. I think it's pretty deep here. I'm pretty safe to let that flutter a bit. See what goes on here. Just throw that in that backside eddy, and I'm just kind of letting it flutter down. I'm talking like I'm an expert at this, but I'm just kind of relaying everything that Darren has told me, because we didn't feel like putting on our mics today. Hey girl, how's Maggie doing? Oh my girl, you're all wet. Did Dad make you a good... Oh, I didn't put back holes in for you, girl. You're all caught up here. Sorry, girl. All right, I'll have to fix that. Action! Fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Nice. Perfect. You can give the spiel after I land this for you.
Whoa! Oh, they fight hard, man. I have a good drag. Coming up. Oh,
Oh, he's a nice speck, buddy.
nice speck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty. Oh, there's a beauty.
No. Bring him this way, bring him this way. There you go, man. Wow.
There's a speck.
Darren, that is epic, man.
Beautiful, eh? Nice.
Holy.
So what we really do here is we really like to protect these things, so we keep them, try to keep them in the water so they're not splashing around, and it actually calms them down. And then you can work with them, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you handle them as little as possible. They're very special fish.
Absolutely, man.
So we do everything we can to protect them as much as possible. Obviously. I'm just gonna let them calm down a bit. And I'll get that hook out of them.
That's absolutely beautiful, man.
Just hold the net.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, that is a beautiful species right there. Like the colors on it and the size of that. That's probably a 2+.
Yeah.
Not that we care, but it's just a beauty of a fish. And Darren's absolutely right, folks. They are special fish. They truly are. Those that fish this area know that, and for the most part, people are cognizant of that, and they protect it. Darren's been fishing these waters for close to 10 years now, and he knows what he's doing, and he takes care of these fish.
Well, there's some of the beautiful colors. I hope you can get those colors.
Yeah,
Just an absolutely gorgeous fish. And that one there is probably about a 18, 19-inch fish. So the rule on the Nipigon is you can keep one over 22, greater than 22 inches. But other than that, they're so beautiful. I handle them as little as possible.
Of course.
And have a look at them. You want to take a quick picture, you know.
Yeah, just like that.
Beautiful there.
Yeah.
And
cool.
then I just release them.
Cool. That's
Not
awesome,
beautiful?
man. This might be a good thumbnail right there. So I'm going to hold it here for a minute and give me something to crop out. Awesome, perfect. Thanks, Darren. Beautiful, man.
Awesome.
Okay, well,
Swim bait.
maybe you can take a time and some time and just a few minutes here and just talk to us about how you achieve catching that beautiful species.
Okay. The Nipigon River it's pretty wild river. You can see it's pretty remote still. It gets pressure, but the key to fishing these specks here is being able to read the water. Like as you see here, here's a perfect example. We have a good run here. The key to it is always the back eddies, because that's where the brook trout are sitting. So you're way better to cast on a 10 o'clock and let it drift down and then work the back of the pool and then through. Because those brookies are always sitting there looking, waiting, and they're opportunist fishermen, or fishing. So they come up and they come out and grab it, and then they just dart back in out of there and enjoy the whatever meal they caught, whether it's a smelt, whatever, any sort of crustacean coming down. So that's how we fish them here. But reading the water is exactly what you want to do. You gotta, if you can't read the way that the river is flowing, you're casting in unproductive water all the time. People want to cast in the fast water all the time. Brookies like to conserve their energy. They sit back and they wait. Comes down there, they grab it, they come back in.
Cool.
They get the slot rod. So that's how we fish the river. It's a bit of a trick to learn how to read it. It took me a while to like, okay, where exactly are these things going to be? And then when you do figure it out, it all clicks and then you're on them.
Thanks, brother.
Okay.
That's awesome, man. Well, I missed one, but that's my own fault. I was trying to get the camera going, and you got to maintain pressure on these things constantly in this current, and I didn't do that, but that's okay. I don't think it was huge, but still disappointing. Thanks. Look at me. Walk to the boat. Sorry. That's gonna be awesome. Walk to the boat, Darren. I didn't say march like a clown. I said walk to the boat.
That's my root beer guy one.
Yeah. Oh, here we got a boat. Who's it gonna be? The Earlster?
Those guys are real.
Thought we were the only ones crazy enough to fish in this weather.
No.
Apparently not. No. Another angler's heading out. Maggie? Mags, you okay, girl? You gonna be okay? You give me a smile? Mags, give me a smile. Good girl. What you doing, girl? Wet dog. You're so good, Maggie.
That old bird there, right? That old bird that went from.
Yeah. So we're going to abort the brook trout fishing. It's getting a little bit uncomfortable out here. Maggie's soaking. So we got about a 45-minute run, maybe a half hour to this walleye lake we're going to go to. We really want to get in on a good bite up there, and it's going to be nice because it'll give Maggie an opportunity to dry out and take a nap. She's been pretty vigilant in the boat. And so yeah, that's about it, folks. It was an awesome 4 hours back there. Fortunately, I didn't land a brook trout, and I still have yet to land one in the Nipigon River. But that's okay, because truly it always gives me an excuse to come back and spend more time with my brothers and you know, just kind of cast out a couple lines and hang out. But Darren got a beauty there. That fish was probably pushing 2. Actually, probably such a nice shot there in the net, I might even make it my thumbnail. Anyway, we'll see you when we're on the walleye lake. And by the way, Maggie's finally settled down. See you in a bit. All right, what do we got? About half-hour run?
At least, yeah.
Okay, good. Get Maggie dried out here. Hey, Megs, you gonna drive? Megs, are you gonna drive us? Are you gonna drive us, girl? You can drive us, sure. Figure it out. Just pull that thing down there. Where you go? Want nothing to do with it, eh? Gotta love our Terex. Completely dry underneath. Been out there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, see you later, Nipigon River. Pickerel, here we go. As promised, we are here. This lake is, well, actually, I'm not going to mention the name of this lake because it's a gem, and I don't want anybody to dish it out. But anyway, it's a lake near Nipigon, and that's all I'm going to tell you. And it's a fantastic walleye fishery. I fished it 3 or 4 times over the years, and other than one time when it was a real cold snap, and those walleye were just holding the bottom of the lake and doing nothing. But other than that time, we've done very, very well in here. And when I say very well, I'm talking 100 fish days and plus. So we're going to put in here. It seems to be breaking a little bit, thankfully. Maggie's drying out a bit. We had about a 40-minute run here. Cranked the heat. Her fur's a little dry. Her undercoat's probably going to stay wet for a month, but that's okay. So we're going to put in here real quick for all my American friends, real quick. And we're going to head straight across there past that point that you see in the frame there on the right hand side. There's a little back bay there between 8 and 11 feet, and they're kind of hiding in there. Darren, give us a quick spiel of why they're in there.
That back bay is a bay that you get in the summer. It's a lot of emergent weed growth, and it drives the bait fish in there. And then after the walleye they spawn, they have to go to a place to recoup and get their strength back. So they follow those minnows in there, and they stay in there for a good 3 or 4 weeks and feed heavy on minnows, and that's why it's so great. Eventually the bigger females will get in there, but the average fish is like 16 to 18 inch males, and that's what they're doing in there. That's cool.
Maggie patiently waiting for me. Well, in fairness, Darren patiently waiting for me too. They want to get fishing. Maggie's worried about her dad. All right, let's go get some walleyes. No, the drill, back. Come on, back. Come on, back. Oops, sorry. All right.
Oh, thank God the rig's off.
Yeah. Now the bugs will fucking destroy us.
Oh.
Aaron's hooked up once again. Give me that net, brother. I'll get it for you.
That's kind of what we're looking for there.
Oh, that's a little better.
There we go. Ooh.
Tied? No, it didn't just drop. I actually technically applied an angle to the net in such a way that I know that it would release the hook from the mouth so you wouldn't have to do it.
I appreciate it.
You didn't know I knew how to do that? Yeah, you did. Right on, that's what we're looking for.
Right there. It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Spawned out now.
Beautiful, man.
Good eater.
Yes, sir.
One limit, right?
Yes, sir. 4 to go. Another -1. Another -1. Another -1. Now I'm down -1 for fish, something like that. Hey?
You're the bike master.
Yeah. Yeah. Little baby. Little baby. You okay there?
You telling me that there ain't fucking walleye on that?
Well, there might be, brother, but they don't want to bite. They don't want to bite. It was real cold earlier today, man, so it might just be. We get clear of this. We can clear this bump. Oh. Big old bump. Jacker.
Little jacker.
Okay, well, that's -1.
That's -1.
That's how it works, man.
Oh, I agree. I'm embarrassed. Whoa.
Come on, girl. Truly an awesome day, everybody. Out there in the morning with my good friend Darren fishing Split Rock on the Nipigon River. Darren caught a really nice 2021. Well, you guys judged. You saw the video. I lost one, but again, that was totally my fault. I was trying to activate my GoPro, and anyway, amateur mistake. I made it. I own it. Those fish there, when you're fishing them in current, if you let the slack off on that line, even for a split second, it's gone, and that's what happened in this case. But that's okay. I still haven't caught a brook trout out of the Nipigon River in the couple of years I've been fishing it. But you know what? Next year's another year. The trip in Fraser was pretty good. We ended up catching about maybe a dozen walleye, probably half a dozen pike between the two of us in about 2 hours. It wasn't the bite that sometimes happens on Fraser Lake. Sometimes you go into Fraser and you'll have a 100 fish day. The boys did the other day. I believe them. and because I've actually fished, I've been in there when you catch that many fish before. I've had 50 plus fish days on that lake, but big low pressure system in today. Obviously you could see by the rain. Maggie, there she is. Hey girl. Megs, come and say hello to everybody. Maggie, what a trooper she was today out there in that rain. I had a poncho for her all week. I had it in my backpack, and you think I could find it today? Unbelievable. Who knows? Get distracted when I'm out here. So I put the garbage bag on her and she hunkered down, and well, she really enjoyed her time out there, I think, especially when we got the freezer, when it stopped raining. A little bit of a wind dried her out real quick. Now she's doing her regular hanging around camp with the men. Anyway, tomorrow, day 3, we're going to, Darren and I are going to spend the day right back there on that lake, right over my left shoulder, Pauley Lake. Kevin got a 25 pound pike in there today. They fished, and but yeah, that's where we're at, and we're going to settle down here for the night, try to avoid getting picked up by mosquitoes, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow. Pretend I'm not even here. Don't look at the camera. Keep fishing. Just keep fishing. Just keep fishing.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'll get it.
Like
Hold on. Phone down. Phone down. Just hold on. I'm just. You know what? I'm gonna take a pitch. Right. Just smile. Smile. Not a boy. Hold on. We'll get right back to you.
What do you want to do with them?
I'm gonna bring them up to you. Oh, off right there. Life is good.